What's good, everybody? It's Joe, and I come back at you with another video. So this video, I'm just gonna be straightforward with it. You've been lied to, you've been tricked, you've been bamboozled, and you've been tricked and lied to by the powers that be, by the environment, by the news, by other people that led you to believe that you're just a regular person, that you're just average, that there's nothing special about you, that you're just regular and that's it, right? Like there's just nothing more to you. And the reason I say that you've been lied to is because chances are you've probably believed that at some point in your life, right? Hopefully not anymore. Hopefully when you've come across my channel, you don't feel that way anymore, right? But for those of you who are new, or for those of you who might feel that way, it doesn't surprise me because earlier in my life, right, I've come to believe that too. Now, I'm glad that I moved away from that because I know that to no longer be true, but I understand that those are the lies that are being spread to other people around the world. And I'm here to disprove that, right? And I'm going to do so with sharing a story because I know you guys love story, right? So story time. There's an individual by the name of Norman Cousins. And this person, some time ago, I don't know when this happened, but some time ago, right? They were diagnosed with a terminal illness. And so, of course, in a case like this, when most people hear that, they think it's the end, right? Like your doctors come with a diagnosis, this is it, right? Like what they say is gospel, it's inevitable. So the doctors they tell Norman that he only has a set amount of time to live, right? Say approximately 6 weeks to live. So Norman, in that situation, right, when he heard the news from the doctor, of course, it's not ideal news, but he said, you know what? If I'm only going to be here for a set amount of time, let me just enjoy my time here. So what he did, he essentially decided to just watch funny movies and literally just laugh all day, each and every day, nonstop, right? He would watch a bunch of all his favorite funny movies, new funny movies. He would go out and do all these things, right? But for the most part, he just focused on really enjoying his time and just laughing. So just imagine from when he got the diagnosis, every single day from then on, he was just focused on laughing. And he was having the time of his life. He was having a blast. The funny part is, 6 weeks later, when he got to do his checkup again, right? This is the 6 week mark is when he was initially supposed to be gone. That's what the doctor said. They uncovered that at this point he was in remission, which essentially means that the illness that he was facing is no longer severe or has basically been making its way out of his system. For a lot of people, they'll simply just label that as a miracle. And I of course, believe that to be a miracle as well. But there's people who would just say, oh, that's just a miracle that just happened by chance. They'll make whatever excuse to just dismiss it. When in actuality, the way I see it as the entire time Norman was just activating his powers, his God-given gifts. Because if we were to look at the terminal illness, right? Say it's a disease, right? The word disease, if we were to hyphenate it, it's dis-ease, right? If we were to use the word ease, like the word ease by itself, then that means something is easy, something is calm, relaxing, smooth sailing, right? But the word dis-ease means the opposite, right? It means something that's not at ease. In this case, the body, right? If your body has a disease, then that means your body is not at ease. So because he was watching funny movies and laughing the entire time, enjoying himself, it helped his body relax. He felt great. He was no longer a vibrational match to the terminal illness, to the disease itself, right? Because a lot of times, these things that happen in your body, right? A lot of times these are sort of like warnings or notifications from your body, letting you know, essentially giving you a status update as far as where you're at. If you're feeling pain in a certain body part, that is essentially a notice that the body's giving you, saying, hey, I feel pain right here. Right? It's informing you of what's going on. It's giving you an update of where you stand. So the disease is nothing more than a physical manifestation of the body not being at ease for likely an extended period of time. So because Norman spent many weeks just laughing and enjoying himself, having a good time, feeling good, his body was in a state of joy and peace, which didn't match the vibration of the disease, which meant that in that moment, when his body felt that good, when he was laughing, enjoying himself, that the disease in that moment couldn't exist in his system. So that's why it began flushing itself out of his system. And that's how he was eventually able to recover from the diagnosis of a terminal illness. So this is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say that you've been lied to, because there's a lot of people out there that believe that there's nothing special about themselves, that they're just a human being, but they're just a hamster on a wheel, that their job is to just work, regardless of how they're feeling, just to survive and make ends meet and all these, right? Like, they don't see anything special about themselves, when in actuality, there's such a powerful creature, such a powerful being. There's nothing that the mind and the body can't do. Miracles happen all the time with our bodies in our lives, all these things, and we've had the power to create it. And in this case, right, Norman was able to create essentially his own cure by just enjoying himself and feeling good. So there's something special about you. There's always been something special about you. This was just one of the minor examples of how you taking care of yourself and focusing on your well-being and your happiness is leading to physical manifestations of improved health. There's some people who experience medical or health complications because they've been stressed for an extended period of time, or frustrated for an extended period of time, or sad, depressed. Like, obviously, if, let's just say the feeling is you're feeling sad. If you're sad, you're not really interested. Of course, you're not really interested in many things. You're not happy. You're also probably not eating. So it makes sense why your body is more prone to being sick when you're sad or depressed or things like that, compared to when you're happy and enjoying yourself and taking care of your well-being. It all makes sense. So when I say that you've been tricked, you've been lied to, is because you were certainly lied to by media, people around you, your environment, right? All of these factors, all these people, these places, just have tried to lead you to believe that there's nothing special about you, that you're just a human being, but you're just a victim to everything that happens in your life, when the truth is that you have the power to create everything. You have the power to create your life, and you've always had that power, and you always will, and no one can ever take that away from you. So just know that you're special. There's always been something special to you, and the truth has always been inside of you. You just have to look inside, and you'll find everything you need. You're an amazing person. You're beyond blessed, beyond words, and you just want to make sure that you always remember that you're always tapped into that side. So once again, this is Joel, and I'm out. See you guys for the next video.